We are live.
Is my mic working? I didn't even do a check or nothing.
Yeah, we didn't do mic check. I think you're working. Nothing. I see your levels.
All right, cool.
It's good stuff over there.
All right.
Podcasting. Welcome, everybody, to the All in Our Heads podcast. Up top, I want to thank everybody who has been sharing and watching my new short film that I made recently. Facebook, it's up to like 1,000 views. I didn't put it on my fan page yet. I just did it on my regular page because I don't feel like boosting that one again.
Right.
Me and this, my brother had a friend, Anthony Ferguson, he grew up with, and he was commenting on how much he likes it.
Right.
And then like a day after I posted it, I go, I'm just making this comment because I want to get it back in.
You got to get it back into the feed.
So me and him have this conversation, this fake conversation going back and forth now just to keep it in the news feed.
Yeah.
You know, are we voting for algorithm for Congress?
Yeah.
Like, just all these ways just to keep.
Yeah.
It's amazing how Facebook, it's like, I remember I recently got a message from Facebook saying, do you want to be a contributor? Do you put ads on your videos? But I never got any response from that.
Right.
You know what I mean? If submit for this and you can maybe get ad money.
Okay.
Never heard anything, so I just put it up. But it's like, it's amazing. It's like, you want us to make, like, I'm making original shit. Right. And you still don't want me to.
No, they don't.
It's like, leave it there, man. Leave it there. Just keep it in the top of the feed. It's a original. Like, gee, what I got a hashtag Trump everything. Right. Just to keep it at the top of the feed. I should just every time the current news story is just change my status with that current hashtag. Like,
right.
Murdering this,
Bosnia.
Whatever. Mass shooting and Joe, why you hashtag? Because I want you to see it and get your mind. It's a 3-minute film. Right. It's like, it's not clogging up the fucking.
Right. No, it's horse shit what they do. I used to do that with me and when I was with Bronco, we would take pictures. Like if I had a good picture, or like me and her had a good picture, we would get like a lot of love because people know that I don't ever post pictures with with a woman. Like I don't do that shit. I'm not public with my shit. Yeah. But so like this for that relationship, everybody was like, oh my god, and so I just used to get a lot of love. Yeah. So I would say, time to recirc, and I would do like, thanks everybody for the comments. Just a comment on everybody's comment, whoop, and it would fucking put it back in the loop. Get another 46 new likes on it because it was back into the feeds.
Yeah, it's just.
Why do you gotta fuck with it at all? Just let it be.
Yeah.
But because they want money, man. I mean, listen, man. They want you to the illusion of that you can pay and you're gonna reach more people, and they're full of shit.
That too, and the people that they'll like it or comment, wow, that was amazing, but they won't do the share of it for me.
I don't get that either.
Where it's like.
That's not even an algorithm. That's people rhythm.
Like just share it for hit the share button, man. You share nonsense all the time.
That's what I said.
This isn't like some weird, edgy comedy bit that I could be like, I'm probably gonna share because I'm talking about some weird shit. Yeah, it's fucking shit. It's a 3-minute shit joke,
right?
In a creative film form,
right.
You're just like, what do you have to do? I mean, I'm grateful because I was telling this girl I go to school with, back in the day when I used to make a short film, I showed my family. Right. My 5 closest friends, and if I didn't get in a film festival, that was all that was seeing it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, at least I'm getting some eyes on it. But like back in the day, it was like I could literally count on 2 hands.
Now the Facebook views said like 1,000. That's not coupled. That's not your YouTube views. It just like transferred over like the view count. That's just strictly.
That's
Facebook.
Strictly Facebook. Okay. Which is going to be more because. YouTube, I have 660 views, and it says 500 are unique. Right. Which means people watch it a couple times, maybe. Like the same person watched it a couple times. So I have 500-something unique views. YouTube, I'm starting to get more traction on because I'm posting more on YouTube. So I feel like my stuff's getting into YouTube more because you can watch live analytics, and people are starting to watch my other videos more live. Like you'll see there was 4 views between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Right. Like I'm seeing all these analytics, and I think it's because I'm contributing to YouTube more. So they're like, oh, he's putting more content. Right. So we're going to bump this guy up. Yeah. In the thing. And if you put YouTube on Facebook, they just choke that. Because I remember when I first put the YouTube clip on, I saw you shared it, and like nobody liked it. Yeah. And it's like, because no one's seeing it. They're like, we're not gonna do it. That's why I paid for a little bit of the boosting for the YouTube, and it worked out good because I got What's
KP? Mike in that hoodie might be the biggest treat to my No Nut November yet.
My friend Jeff said I watched it 50 times. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Right.
And he watched it YouTube time, so 50 to YouTube, yeah. So that's good supportive friend right there.
Right, but I'm Facebook is a douchebags, but if people would share it, it would have no choice but to fall into an algorithm because everyone's would be sharing.
That's what I'm saying.
But people don't. They come and they watch it and then you don't even get any views. You like get no likes. You're like, what the fuck? How? And then you get one person like, just share it, man. You're a friend. People always ask, how can I help, man? How can I help you out, man?
Yeah, you're not coming to my shows and paying for a ticket. At least, give me a heart, ha emoji
and a share,
and a fucking share.
I mean,
or it's like. They share it to just their friends. It's like, hit the globe thing. I want it to go around all public.
I don't understand
teach these people.
But I don't understand how they don't share it at all.
No, I don't understand how they don't share it at all. Or like, what's weird, do you ever get this sometimes, like comics? Like, this happened with when I made that Italian comedian one.
Yeah.
They'll like private message me how much they liked it. I'm like,
yeah.
You pussy.
But, now that I'm thinking about it, I've watched a billion... like Danny Cohen videos of his silly videos, and I laugh my ass off. I don't share them all.
Right, but like this is different. Listen,
it's not a fucking Instagram video that I put up about traffic.
Right, I put our What You Sayings on. I don't care if anybody shares it.
Yeah.
I did the ones with my nieces this week. People loved. I don't care if they share it.
Right. No, this is a productive.
This was like I wrote this. I directed it. I cast it. I did a lot of editing, color correction. I did a lot of work on this, and it's like
it's a project.
It's a project, and it's like share the motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Like it's not the same thing as us doing a goofy video.
Right. Yeah, I don't care about that stuff.
No, that's
exactly. Because put it this way, I specifically ask you to reshare it.
Right.
You guys sure complain a lot for comedians. That's what comedians do, bro.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's what we do.
Want to talk about fucking rainbows?
What up, Lonnie? Yeah, comedians complain. We're going to be like, man, my life is awesome.
Hey,
how you guys doing tonight?
You guys good?
My life's better than yours out there.
Oh, my God. This is amazing.
Everything works out for me.
Everything.
Oh, baby. Do you find hilarity in my fucking fortune?
Went to the store. Was perfect. Got in and out. Back home in no time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Was in a relationship. Worked out amazing. I love her so much. Bam.
Boom. Gives me no grief. Ow.
None. My children, they're angels. Boom.
He goes, there, I shared it to try and shut you guys up.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen.
Jeff, man. We'll shut up about that, but we're going to start complaining about other things. So
no, we'll shut up about Jeff sharing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Thank you.
There's nobody better than Jeff Aguilera. Agugliaro. Is that Aguilera?
I don't know.
I just say Aguilera.
Why do you put it on me? Like I'm...
I would ask you to sound it out. You see it there.
I see it right here. Jeff Agugliaro. Jeff Agugliaro. I think that's it.
Italian?
Is that right? Jeff
is it Agugliaro?
Is it right? Agugliaro? All right.
Well, wait. Maybe he'll let us
wait.
Know. Yeah. What did you guys do on a podcast? We wait for Jeff to let us know how to pronounce his last name. Trying to give you a shout out properly.
All right.
It's either Aguilero or Agugliaro.
It's not Aguilero.
Okay, it's Agugliaro.
It's got to be Agugliaro.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. He just goes, yo, I'm Jeff A.
Yeah. Jeffy Oggs.
Jeff A. Alcoholic.
They call me Jeffy Agoogs.
Jeffy Agoogs. Jeffy A-bomb. You know what I mean? Ask my wife what that means.
She'll tell you.
She'll tell you. She knows what it means. Actually, I'm just Jeff. It says it on my license plate. Just Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Agugliaro? Okay.
Well, like a shitty Asian.
Shitty.
I'm a gook. I lie.
Yo. A gook liar? Oh.
A gook liar.
A gook liar.
Got it. He's a gook
Lonnie
liar.
Rolls. Stop chopping his name up. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Rolls is easy.
Yeah. That's why he's...
Yeah, that's why he's like, yeah.
Come on, let that guy go. My last name is Rolls.
That is a cool last name.
It is.
He DJ'd my wedding for free.
Did he?
Yeah. Lonnie's the man.
Is that Asian kid?
Yeah.
From does like the dances and stuff like that?
No. He's I don't know. He's DJ at my wedding.
Asian though.
Lonnie, you Asian? I don't think he's Asian. I never ask him. I don't see race. I don't know.
I see Asians.
A googly area.
All right.
We got it. We're and now it ends the name portion of the All in Our Heads podcast. Comedy shows. Yes, he's done comedy shows. He's been the.
Yeah.
You meant at conventions.
Yeah, I was trying.
He's half.
How is his? Trying to not do that part of it. I was trying to hold off on the anonymity portion of it.
I didn't say what type of conventions.
Oh, okay.
Could have been car conventions.
Yes, he does car conventions. But that's him.
Yes,
yeah,
he's half Asian.
Half Asian.
I assume, but I never bring that up. Hey, you half Asian?
No, you don't have to bring it up. You just say amongst your family.
Yeah. Only the good half.
Andre.
Hey, my name's Lonnie. Half Asian. How you doing? You DJ?
I heard you're half Asian. Only the good half.
Actually, he does. Yeah, it was his. I think his DJ name is DJ Yum Yum. What? That sounds like a Chinese restaurant.
It does.
You want to go get some General Cho's chicken at DJ Yum Yum?
Side of Yum Yum.
Side of Yum Yum. It's all good. Yes, you're American. Me too, Lonnie. I almost called him Ronnie.
But anyway.
All right.
That's
good to have
Mickey Mouse roll call.
Mickey Mouse roll call. He's Oriental. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. I think that's even worse than Asian, right?
I don't know. Well, those Aguilarios.
That's
racist.
All right.
My dog is now bothering Gaffney. He's like, I need more love.
And he wanted a snack first before love.
Terrible. Yes, Lonnie, we are terrible.
Okay. We're done for a minute.
All right, Cody, you got to leave him alone. I gave you a treat, man. That's the deal.
The treat?
He left it out there. I gave you a treat, and then you leave us alone for the podcast. That's the deal. Now lay down.
He looked at you like, I don't...
He looked at me like, you telling me go fuck my mother? Is that what you told me to do? This guy telling me go fuck my mother? Boom. Bing, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
I'm sitting in the weeds. What are we doing? I'm fucking resting over here.
You fucking me why I'm doing
it. Yeah, don't.
What are you going to tell me? The usual.
I'm a dog. I'm here to amuse you.
Did you see that Charlie Brown one I put up?
I saw that before that. Yeah, that was funny, man.
That was hilarious. Just so for somebody to watch that and go, wait a minute. Wait a second. This kind of vibes. I know what this is. Like, you have to really be...
Well, yeah, they probably edited it a little bit to match.
I know it. I know they edited it, fucking moron. It didn't fit right in.
I know you're like, man, you got to really be in it to like...
You got to be really in it to even put that, like, little thing going on the Charlie Brown going, oh, this is fucking... Oh, I bet I can fit this in.
Yeah.
With the Goodfellas editing, obviously. Fuck, I didn't think it just slipped right in. No editing, just audio laid over. Boom, done. Wow, that was amazing. Jesus Christ.
Is Cody fat now? Actually, it's Cody with a C there, Lonnie, and not the and a Y. And
you could spell Cody with a B, and he wouldn't know because he's a fucking dog.
And he's a little chubby, but he did lose 4 pounds last time we're at the vet. So
he's down 4.
He's down 4 pounds. He's a little cut. You know what I mean? If you look, he's got good definition around the hindquarters. I know. I got to get a dog cam.
What are you pointing at me for?
I know.
You're pointing at me to look at the dog.
Yeah, I'm showing you.
But why you can't ask? I didn't ask a question.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. We like all the people tuning in live and contributing in the chat. That's great.
Yes.
If you could do us a favor, there's a little graphic down here. When you're done, you could subscribe to the podcast at one of those links, the audio podcast, and listen to us when you're driving, when you're doing your lawn. Yeah. Take us away. You don't have to. You know what I mean? You don't have to do this. This is just a bonus.
Right, this is nice.
But we need those numbers of those downloads, so you gotta go download that shit. Angela Bully's with us.
So
that's that.
So you wanted to thank everybody for your video.
Great. I want to thank everybody for my video, and please, if you haven't seen my short film, go to my YouTube page and watch it. It's YouTube/Joe Fernandez. It's the main video on the front of the page, Saranje incident. and or it's on my Facebook. So yeah, just go watch it, share it, give it an emoji, haha, comment, help me get that shit seen by a lot of people. Boom.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
Yeah,
and
I think that's the whole thing. Like, more people share it, the more it shows up in everybody's, algorithms, and then it just starts. It stays there.
Yeah.
That was a good little job. He scratched the door. He's like, open this. Like, he didn't have to bark or nothing. He was like, open this. Yeah. But anyway, good job. Good job with the video too. That was good. For an hour. There you go. What else is going on? How was therapy today?
Therapy was good. It's where when you leave, it's my second therapy session, and when you leave, you feel so like raw that you're like, should I podcast tonight? I don't even know. But then I'm like, you know what? I should. I got to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier,
but
like, dude, do you want to go drain yourself and then come and try to because last week, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
We did it after your therapy session.
Yeah.
And it took you. Well, we did. I don't know how.
No, we had a good episode last week. Oh, to set up, you mean?
How long was the podcast last week? An hour and a half, roughly?
Yeah.
It took you... It was a good podcast, but you were very melancholy. Very... out of it.
Yeah.
To say the least. You were foggy. It was a good podcast. We did have a good podcast because you know how to talk. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm sitting from over here. Your eyes were glazed over. You're like you just came back from Nam.
Well, that was the first therapy session.
No, absolutely.
So that was I only cried half as much this week as I did last week. So there's improvement.
He says if he hears share it again, I'm jumping out my window. If you put that on video, I will say share it again.
Oh, I'll share the video of you jumping out the window.
Yeah, I'll share that a lot.
I'll get a lot of views.
Yes. World star.
No, yeah. Well, last week was the first one. But this week I felt whacked too when I left. But I'm like, you know what? I need to not go just sit home and do nothing.
Right.
I'd rather podcast and have some fun because that's what it's been helping me. Even though I've been in my head a lot. Like even yesterday I had a rough mental day. But then my scene partner for school said, hey, you want to rehearse one more time this week? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that gets you out of
And
yourself.
we did, and we rehearsed for like 2.5 hours, and then we actually just started talking about life shit. Like she opened up to me a little bit, and then I opened up to her a little bit.
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like I opened up to you like that." I'm like, "No, we're friends. We've become friends. So like that's what friends do." But it was the thing I needed.
Absolutely.
Because like after driving home, I'm like, "Oh, good. I'm not obsessing anymore."
Right.
Fucking. But the therapist actually told me, she goes, she goes, I was happy that you were so open with me the first time. She goes, usually it takes a while for people to even like get comfortable or.
Yeah, but you're already like.
But I told her, I said, I'm used to. I told her my whole history with being in recovery
and a comic.
Yeah,
we're so used to.
Well, because she told me, she said that last week when we were in the therapy session. She goes, "Do you talk about your life on stage?" I know a lot of comedians talk about their life on stage and don't just do jokes about outside things.
Right.
I said I do, and she said that's probably a lot of times why you think you're talking about things.
Yeah.
Because you're using it in your performance, but you're not really doing anything.
You're not getting.
But she said that's why you.
The only feedback we're getting is laughter, and that's all we care about.
That's all we care about. But I told her, I said, hope you don't mind, but I got like 5 new jokes about therapy since. See, she goes, you did, and I told her a few of them, and I said I even told my buddy KP, I'm like, for a $10 copay, man, I got like 5 new bits. I was like, if you told me before every weekend the shows, be like, if you put $10 in this bucket, 5 new ideas are going to come in your head. I'd be jacking $10 every week.
Absolutely.
Five?
Did you get anything new today?
No, I haven't really processed. You know what I mean?
It's all that one time.
No, but it's got to process afterwards.
That bucket's already empty.
You got to process after. Yeah, maybe the therapy bucket, but we're going to move. But I like it. And I set up my next 2 appointments. I'm gonna go.
Good, man.
Like I told her, I was like, I used to have something like this in my life when I used to have sponsors, but I was like, I don't do that no more because it just and so this is kind of like nice to be able to just have some freedom to just unload.
Right.
But she's like, we were talking this week, and it's like, there's dumping, and then there's doing work to move past your struggles, and it's like, well, we can't go much further until you do things.
Right.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's when I told her the one joke. I said, I wrote a therapy joke that's done really well all weekend. I said, I said, a therapist asked, what are you looking to get out of therapy? And I'm like, other than someone making important life decisions for me and taking the blame for when I don't work out, I'm really up for anything.
Right. Yeah, right.
That's mainly what I'm looking for, you to make choices and then take blame.
Right.
But other than that...
No, but she was right, though. You go there and you tell them a bunch of issues, and then there was like, well, it's like me. I want to lose weight, and I need a job. Let's just say those two things, right?
Yeah.
Those are the two things. I want to lose weight, and I need a job. And then the next week I come back, and they're like, so you applied for a lot of jobs, and you've been on the diet? And you're like, no, I want to lose weight, and I need a job. What is it you're doing? Did you apply for any jobs, and did you go on a diet? No, I didn't do any of that. So you're just telling me your problems. Right.
And I told her, I was like, I plan on working through these things with her. I said, that first week was just such a dump fest. I said, I left here like shell-shocked because I couldn't believe all the stuff I told you.
Right.
I said I felt naked and like whacked
right.
to the point where I was like, I don't even know if I let her tell me anything.
Right.
So it was a very long week to get back here and to hear you. You know?
Right.
So I said, now I feel like now we had the second one, boom. We'll move forward and...
Oh, yeah. That's good, man.
Fix this
crazy
morbid, awful brain that God gave to me. Thanks, Lord. I'm going to give you a confused brain. Thanks. You're going to be a comedian and have total confusion, depression.
Always.
Always.
I got a thing to say. I just want to say this.
Yes, go ahead.
It's sad news. A friend of mine passed away. He, I don't know the story, so I don't want to assume anything. You can't assume because you know what we're all about.
Right.
But he was my boy when I first got clean. He was like in my crew. Me and my girl went to his house. Like he's from Queens, but he lived in Jersey for a little while. I know him, 26 years. You know what I'm saying? Almost 26 years.
Yeah. And
he moved to Florida fucking a long time ago. 15, 18 years ago. He moved to Florida. But and then he had like a OD issue, and he passed out in a room like years ago in Georgia, and these guys robbed him and left him laying on his side, and he because he was on his left side, all the blood pooled, and he lost most of his muscles in his legs were kind of dead. So he walked like that, and he turned to a limp. But he got better, and he was riding his motorcycle and stuff. We were talking here and there and DMing, and his brother passed away 4 weeks ago. I don't know what his brother passed away of, but I think his brother OD'd, maybe. His brother passed away. He was posting about, I can't believe my brother's gone, can't believe my brother's gone. And then I opened my Facebook today, and I saw a picture of him and his name, Georgie Levitt. And I was like, guess George is posting a picture. He goes, I'm really grateful for all. And I was reading it, and then it got down to George passed away suddenly. I was like, it was fucking about him. And I was just like, oh my God. It's like these people who have they're in your heart's memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your heart, your whole life, you have people that pile up in your heart's memory.
Yeah.
You go through life, but they're in there.
Yeah.
Georgie's one of those kids that was in there. He was my boy. He was a nut. I loved him, and he would just always make you laugh. He really never bought into it. We used to play poker at his house. He was in the program but not in the program. He's just a fucking nut job.
You're right.
We me and his wife and my baby mom at the time. We saw Philadelphia in the movies. Mm-hmm. And remember that movie is fucking tragic.
A little bit,
And we were this is '94 when it came out, so. Everybody in the program was dying of AIDS. Everybody had AIDS. It was not good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we went to this.
AIDS
movie.
is not good. That's a very good statement, Mike.
That is,
AIDS.
That's my stance on that too.
I think that's the new tagline.
Yeah.
On the AIDS posters. Not good.
Not good.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And I stand hard on that too. I don't. AIDS is not good.
I wouldn't want it. Is what I'm saying.
So we went
seeking it.
Yeah. So we're at this movie. And Georgie's this the Jewish kid, but he's from Middle Village, Queens. He's this freaking mobster kind of guy, but he's a little Jewish kid, you know?
Yeah.
Tough kid. And we're the movie's over and we're balling. This is balling. That movie's fucking just balling. And we get up. He's like, "Oh, it's fucking great. That's fucking great. You want to go see dead puppies now on a Saturday night? What else do you want to do? What the fuck are we doing on a Saturday night doing this?" As we're walking through the movie, he's like, "This is fucking great. You want to go see dead babies and puppies? This is fucking great." But yeah, I just saw he passed away, and it's just sucks.
It's sad. A similar thing happened to me this week with seeing someone pass away unexpectedly. Like there's this woman, Linda, that I knew from meetings, and she was
Oh, that I try to look at her picture. I probably have seen her. But I don't know.
I used to go.
Friends.
We used to go to a lot of the same meetings back in the day.
Yeah,
she was always like very supportive of my comedy when I started.
Right.
Like big, just like, "Oh, this is what you should do."
Yeah.
Like I know it, and then always loving the Cody pictures.
Right.
Recently, like, "Oh, I love your Cody pictures." Like recently, just interacting, and then one day she posts. I know she's had some health problems, but one day she like posts, "Oh, I got this health problem. I'm in the hospital." Then it's like, "Oh, I'm feeling better."
Right.
Oh,
right.
Not feeling better. Then the next day, her daughter's like,
wow.
I had to go emergency surgery and passed away in the emergency surgery for like a blood clot. And I'm like, it was just crazy because it's like, it's the craziest thing about Facebook. Like you just see this
life.
I'm like
life
live.
Yeah. No, it's a life. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to the doctor. I don't feel that good. Thanks for the prayers, guys. Boom.
Well, it was like it broke my heart because you're just like, she was just such a nice, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just amazing
Yeah,
person.
we're friends on Facebook, me and her, and I didn't know, so I went on to look, and I just kept looking at her face, and I'm sure we've spoken because we're friends on Facebook.
Right.
I'm sure we've spoken,
Yeah.
but I can't place the interaction. But it sucks. It's just, man, the older we get, and now the thing that was our parents and our family members were lucky. They're growing up, and when they hit our age in their 40s and their 50s, they didn't have Facebook to see their friends drop off. They just maybe would hear about it.
My dad used to look at the obituary for it.
Right.
He'd like to see who's dying.
Right. But even if you weren't that guy to look for them dying, you might see, like, you run into, "Hey, Harold died? When? Oh, about 9 months ago." That's how you find out.
Yeah.
"Jimmy died when? Fucking 2 years ago." Like, I didn't even know. That's not boom, boom, rest in peace. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Then you go back, then you go on their wall and you look at all their stuff and you're like, oh my, how many people are saying love you, miss you, and you're like, oh my God. And then I see kids and their parents died. They're talking about their parents, like me talking about my dad, like that kind of stuff. And you think, man, I'm gonna die. And my kids are going to go, they're going to go on their fate. My dad, we miss and like, I see it. I think, man, that's what my wall's going to look like. Oh my God, it gets so depressing.
Yeah.
So depressing. That is one big reason why I almost want to delete Facebook, because I don't want to see it anymore. Because I already know that I'm going to die soon.
Soon?
That's how I feel, man.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why?
I just think because there's a lot of death around me lately. Yeah. But I feel that, you know what, like,
That's sad.
Yeah.
It's a comedy podcast, everybody.
It's called life.
Called life.
And then I think maybe I'm not, like, Tom Kelly posted something today. He was on some, I don't know what show it was, that he got his hair cut.
Julie said gonna need therapy after this podcast.
Yeah, it was supposed to help you with... to avoid therapy, I guess maybe we're not doing our job.
Keep living, Mike. Yeah, he'll keep living.
Well, you don't think I keep? That's my mantra every night.
Yeah, as if you could see his table in front of his camera, it's got 2 Reese's peanut butter cups, and a Snickers bar.
Life juices.
Why do you feel like you're dying, Mike? Oh
no! I don't eat this. I'm just so hungry. I know it's here.
Yeah,
I don't touch this at all.
Only podcast day.
Only podcast day. I got a couple
pieces of candy. I barely eat the chocolate in there either until after therapy. That's the only time I need some feel good in my life.
I think it's just the mortality. Like, just knowing your own mortality. But anyway, I was saying Tom Kelly posted a video that he got his hair cut from this dude. You ever see this? Like the oldest barber somewhere in New York. I think upstate New York, maybe 107 years old. The dude is.
Oh wow.
Working, not retired. 107, cuts hair every day.
Wow.
107.
107.
Yeah.
My barber was old back when I had hair. Frank, the one-eyed barber, he had to be in his 80s.
Yeah, 107.
I know.
So the funny thing, like in the video, the guy's son is retired. The 107-year-old son, retired.
Wow.
But he's still working. His son's like, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm 84 years old. Fuck my dad. He's an idiot. Wants to keep working. But he's cutting hair. I wouldn't go to him. I don't care what, you're not cutting my hair at 107. I can tell you that.
Why you want? He's got so much experience.
I'm sure he does. I just don't want. I'm good. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to die tomorrow. People live, keep doing what they love doing.
Yeah. I just think, as we get older, we got to just watch our health a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. But you just see people just going, especially with this heroin, with the fentanyl in it, man. It's really just wiping fuckers out.
I know, but drug addicts. I mean, even back when we were getting high, it's like, I remember.
There'll be bad batches.
I remember dope fiends seeing people OD and they'd be like, I want that.
Yeah, of course. There's bad batches and you're like, I'm going to go get that because it's not going to kill. But it's like people aren't even confused. This, not good for your body, is killing you when you put it through your veins.
I know.
And they're like fucking doing it. And a lot of them are hoping it's not in there. Well, I hope it's not in there, but maybe if it's a little bit, not too much.
Yeah.
It's sick, man. I mean, I don't know how many people in the past 3 months that I've seen die from overdoses that are known. I knew that fuck real that I would say 10 people in the past 3 months that I personally know have passed away. I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast last week or the week before, a friend of mine, good guy, him and his girl, not wife yet, just bought a house. He posted on Facebook. He posted on Facebook. I'm a new homeowner.
Okay.
3 days later, him and his wife OD'd.
Oh, my God.
With a 3-month-old or a 2-month-old baby.
That's awful.
Just like his life was good. Oh, my God, everything's going good. And then they're dead.
That's what drugs do, man.
Yeah.
Carlos Vera, I decided to listen to get away from my depressing life. Now I feel peachy as fuck. Hey, Carlos, man, we were very funny at the beginning. No, we're normally funny.
But
it's just real.
Also, this should make you feel better because unless you're shooting a bag of heroin in your bathroom and about to die, you should be like, oh, life is pretty
your
good
life's
for me.
better than that, Carlos. Carlos is a funny comedian.
Yeah.
What do you think about legalizing weed? Lonnie Rolls.
I think it's perfect. I think they should legalize every drug. It's on you to fucking use or not.
Yeah, you can't legislate morality. Mike needs a makeout sesh. Julie.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie, I think he's in agreement with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Julie married?
She turned me down.
She turned you.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie, you can't be suggesting makeout sessions with Mikey if you're not willing.
She turns me down. She turned me down. She's all right. She's good.
All right, so you're saying we're gonna block Julie?
No, she's a good girl. She just has good taste, I guess.
She has good taste.
I
mean, Julie, Christmas is coming.
She let all of this awesomeness go because she's smart.
She doesn't know.
No, she knows.
Oh, she knows.
She knows. She knows what she left. But I do need a makeout session. Anybody else joining in and you see that thread, you might want to,
Yeah, Carlos, you're depressed. You and Mike can have a little...
Make me even more depressed? I'm sure he's hilarious. She's saying I did not. Oh, you did.
Oh, you did. Oh, now we're
Mike Gaffney doesn't make stuff up.
Well, if you did not, then that means you have to now.
Right.
Right? I mean, Julie, we don't make the rules.
Yep.
He said you did. You said you didn't.
And yeah.
So now the makeout session almost has to happen, or else this whole thing's a sham.
It's a sham.
It's a sham, Julie.
Yeah. And you don't want to be a part of that.
Oh. This is gonna be the start of something special.
Yeah. But anyway.
See, even Lonnie, Julie, help Mike. Exactly.
Thank you.
You want Mike not to be sad about his mortality?
Yeah. Lonnie
Makeout session with Julie.
Lonnie just wants to DJ at another wedding.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I need some work, man. Guys, hook up. Let's go.
Yo, DJ Yum Yum got to get some tongue. All right. Well, this has been a great podcast so far because we've promoted my film. We've got through my therapy stuff, and we got Mike a makeout session.
Yes.
This is great.
Oh, it would be great.
We're going to report back on this makeout session next week.
We will.
It's got to happen. I mean, 7 days. It shouldn't take more than 7 days to go make out. I mean, that you can just do in any parking lot. You can be like,
yeah, we could.
Yo, meet me by the Chick-fil-A.
We could do it in any parking lot, Julie.
Yeah.
Like any parking lot.
Parking lot's Mike's specialty, actually.
That's actually my wheelhouse.
It's my wheelhouse.
I shine in a parking lot. You give me
That's why I don't have long relationships, Mike. So like,
exactly.
Where are you taking me?
To a parking lot.
We're here.
What do you mean?
We're here. Who they just paved. It's fresh. You smell it? Fresh asphalt. Then I just painted the lines. I bring my ladies the best.
The best.
I'll put your tongue in my mouth. Is that too forward? Wow, you are a schmoozer, Mr. Gaffney. We can't even go into the diner at the parking lots
after we make out.
I mean,
you want to make out with me with fucking salad in my mouth?
Yeah.
Come on, think.
Come on, yeah. You don't want to make out before the food. What do you think? I bring toothbrushes around with me? We're gonna
let's just get the make out done, then we'll eat.
That should be a new date thing. Be like, let's make out first.
Yeah, and then what if we don't like making out?
Yeah, if we don't like making out,
go eat. No.
Yeah. It would be nice if you guys come and visit some of the beach parties we have here on the shore. Oh, I like beach parties.
You said that like as you've been asking us.
Yeah.
We just keep denying a beach party.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to a beach party. Why would?
Yeah.
That's like half going. It would be nice if you guys come to the grotto every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It'd be nice if you guys come to the party you're not invited to.
Yeah. You never even heard about? Till just now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not on DJ Yum Yum's fucking mailing list. Put us on, buddy.
Really?
Right. We'll do a live podcast at your beach party.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. Julie, you can go make out at Lonnie's beach party.
She's a mom of 5 beautiful, and her son, I think, is in the, I want to say the Marines, but it could be another branch of the service. Came home for the holidays, and now he's back out. And she was like bummed. Yeah, that's got to be tough because, I mean,
I couldn't imagine.
When my son thought about going in the service and wanted to be in the service, what do you call it? My son wanted to be a Marine his whole life. That's what he said. Wanted to be a Marine. And then when he hit like 17 years old, he just looked at the government, looked at the news, and was like, I'm not fucking fighting for all this garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he decided not to. And I always was like, dude, I got your back no matter what you wanted to do. But my heart and soul was like, please don't go. I didn't want him to go. I was so scared for him. You know what I'm saying? And then I never told him that, though. I'm like, yeah, man, I got your back. Whatever you want to do, man, do your thing.
Yeah.
And then he came on to that his own. He's like, I just don't want to, I don't feel like this.
It's something I think, so I thought about it when I was young and didn't have no direction, like after high school. I remember I was stoned. The motor vehicles used to in East Brunswick was right next to the recruiter's office, and I had to go get like my registration or something. I'm just blasted, and this recruitment guy's like, "Yo, come here." I'm like, "Eh." He sits me down, just gives me this whole spiel. I just come home like, "Yo, Mom, I'm gonna jump out of airplanes. I'm joining the Army." And she's like, my grandfather, who was an Army vet's like, "No, you're not. You're not going to the Army. Shut up." Then when I came down from my weed high, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to the Army.
Right.
I was like, maybe I should go to the Air Force. You don't have to use guns. I'm not smart enough to fly. I'll just kind of like, just be on the fucking aircraft carrier.
I'm not smart enough to fly.
No, but it's like a safer military option.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it past the phone interview. They gave a phone interview. They're like, yeah,
we're good.
We're good. I was on like the shortest phone interview. What's your name? Joe Fernandez. And they're like 3 questions. They're like, yeah, they're not interested.
Yeah. Wow.
They don't just take.
So she has 4 children, 4, and he's in the Army, and he just arrived in Korea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I watched her pictures, and I've seen her. I know how emotional. That's her boy.
We found out what Lonnie is. He's Korean. My mom's
I saw
country.
that.
There we go.
Yeah.
DJ Yum Yums.
DJ Yum Yum. But he, I was in my neighborhood. There was a Marine, Mike, the sergeant. He was the recruiting officer for my neighborhood in Jersey City, and he'd been walking around my neighborhood since I'm 15 years old.
Yeah.
Just walks the streets with his uniform on, talking to kids. and he kept talking to me, and I just thought he was cool. He looked really cool in his Marine uniform.
Yeah.
Big dude, black dude, like nice. He was a good guy too. And he's like, Mike, I'm coming for you. July 23rd was my birthday. He knew it. He's like, I'm coming, man. You were not going to be in these streets. He tried to act like he was saving me.
Right, right.
You know, at the time, you don't know these guys are getting bank every time they book some. You know what I mean?
Oh, they get royalties?
Yeah, they get money. It's a money thing. It's a fucking,
wow.
It's almost like a commission.
Oh, commission. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, royalties. He's getting royalties? Yes.
Yo, Joey bombed 10 guys this week. I made 20 grand. This is great.
Fuck, I told you.
I told you he was a killer.
Not a fantasy league.
Yeah, you recruit a guy and you make money every time he does
good shit out there.
Yo, if he gets Medal of Honor,
yeah,
I live tax-free the rest of my life.
But I don't know what it is, but I know that it's not just them serving. They do have a job. They probably have a quota.
Right.
But this guy kept looking for me, always looking for me, like always. And I could see him coming. And my birthday came, man. He was there. He was there, bro. He was there for my birthday, man.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 days after my birthday. I was like, yo, Mike.
I
was like, what's up? He's like, let's go. Took me down to a recruiting office. I filled out all the paperwork. I was going to go to the Marines. That was the plan.
Yeah.
But I have scoliosis, and I have 3 curves. Like I have a lower, a middle curve, and an upper curve. The upper curve was 3 degrees away from me needing a body cast for 6 months.
Oh, shit.
That was how close it was. And with that, I wasn't allowed to lift weights over my head until I stopped growing. Until like after 25, I was allowed to do it. Mm-hmm. But up until 20, I wasn't supposed to lift weights over my head because my spine was still not straight. Oh, it's hurting your back.
Hurting my back. Oh.
So when I went in, I told them that I have scoliosis and the only thing that I can't lift stuff over my head. Done. I was done. I was ready. I did everything.
You got way further than me. I got home after my recruiting session. I did have the phone call with the Air Force. Let's see what Carlos said. Carlos Vera, I was so close to joining the Army. The recruiter did everything, including buying breakfast, to talk me into joining. He became super pissed at me when I told him I didn't want to cut my hair off.
Yeah, no. My son had a Marine that was just like me, chasing him down. And he went to the office. He was like, he was 3 months before his birthday. Went and filled out all the pre-paperwork. Took a pre-test. Failed the pre-test. And they're like, you just got to take this pre-test over again. And then by the time it came, my son was like, I don't really know if I want to do this. And the fucking dude was so pissed at him. Like, yo, you got to, like, what? So why are you taking it so personal? Because he invested time. But there's got to be more to it then. Because if you invest some time, what are you worrying about? You're trying to help me out. You're trying to help me out and join the military. You're not trying to, why are you benefiting?
That's what my grandfather said. He was like, you're not going to the Army. He was in the Army. He's like, so I'm like, they're going to do this. They're going to teach me, like, I'm going to learn how to, like, do computers or, like, engineering. And he's like, you're doing none of that.
Yeah.
You fail one test, you're on the front lines. You're not going. Because he saw war. He got Purple Heart. Like, he's like, you're not going.
Right. My father, the same thing to my son. My father was in Nam, and he said to my son, he's like, you're not joining the Marines. My son's like, I want to go to the Marines because I'll come out and be a cop. He's like, they don't need Marines to be a cop. He's like, you know what you learn in the Marines? Like, why? He's like, to kill people. Cops they don't hire you because you know how to kill people.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're going to join the service, join the Air Force or the Navy. You can learn a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
In those things that you can do when you come home.
Yeah, look at KP Burke. I mean, he's got all those Navy skills he's using.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does, he's got, and he does,
all that stuff.
And then the other thing he does.
Yeah. A lot of napping.
Drinking. He probably sings good, like, sailor songs.
Have you ever seen KP do sailor songs?
I haven't, but I bet he does good.
The best I've ever heard.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you hear a lot?
Yeah, all types of boat songs and
yeah.
Water. I feel like, if you're going to be those guys that, like, I knew guys that were in high school that would be like they wanted to be, and that's who you want to be, your military.
Absolutely.
Those guys, you're like, no, this is what I want to be. Like, they'd come to, like, elementary school, like, in fatigues.
Yeah.
They're doing push-ups because they want to.
Yeah.
Like, math teachers, like, reprimanding them for, like, not doing good in the quiz, and they give themselves 20.
Yeah.
Why are you doing? I'm dropping and giving 20. Like, that's the guy who in 8th grade was doing that.
But do you think, I had gotten into an argument with Frankie over this a while ago about the military. And I was talking about my son not wanting to, deciding not to do it. And I was like, I mean, we got to be honest, okay? A lot of people who join the military are kind of like you said. You're a young kid. You don't know what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I got nothing. I'm not going to college. What am I going to do? Kind of gives you some sort of direction, right?
Yeah.
A lot of kids join. A lot of guys join and girls join because they're poor, and they don't have any other option in life.
And that's not a bad thing. I know people talk about that as a bad thing.
I don't think it's all bad, but I think a lot of it is. It's like let me just tell you something. If I told you, the reason why you can't equate it, and maybe I can't, because if I told you your only fucking way to live life, this life that you have, that you got, join the military for some years. Like, I got to put myself in danger to be able to I just want to live a life by a little trailer park and trailer and live like a home. Yeah. The only way you're going to be able to do that, though, dude, is if you got to put your life at risk. Like, but I don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to.
Well, then you don't have to go.
But I'm saying a lot of those people feel like there is no choice.
Well, because they grow up in war zones. They live in war zones. No, I'm saying, though, like some of these people in rough neighborhoods grow up in war zones, or they don't have the options that we have growing up in suburban neighborhoods.
Poor neighborhood. Like my family, like my cousins and all, like some of those parts of North Carolina, they're not rough neighborhoods, just poor.
Right.
No one has any money.
Yeah.
Like, so then they feel like the only way to ever get out of that is to join the army. And I don't feel that is the best reason to join an army. Right. Because you have no other option.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with that a little bit because, you see it a lot down south. It's like army towns.
Yeah.
That's the industry down there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to, some people don't have big dreams to move to a bigger city to do other things. Or be in business, or move to New York to be on Wall Street. Like, they don't have, you know what I mean? They don't have that brain or the money to go to college for that. So some of them, I have to go to the military just to pay for college. I know people I've grew up with that went to the military just to pay for college to then go do the thing they wanted to do.
No, but all right. So if you have a plan like that, see what she said.
Oh, you're saying, so you don't think they make good soldiers?
Not all of them.
But I think nowadays, with
the screening process?
The screening process. Like, I was a kid that grew up in a nice suburb. Like, the Air Force wouldn't let me get past.
What year did you do? What year was this?
Let's see. I was out of high school. I graduated in 93, so I had to be 94.
So at that moment, we were really gearing down our military. So there was no really reason to bring everybody aboard. So
right, but I don't think nowadays they don't take everybody, and they don't you can get honorably discharged real easy. Like, if you're someone that doesn't want to be there, they're like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah, but
it's a different time.
Yeah, my whole thing is if you feel like you have no choice in life but to join the military, that's a sad fucking thing. That the only way I survive the rest of my life is putting myself in front of a fucking gun pointing at me for the next 4 years so I can live.
Well, yeah, it's sad if you feel your back is against the wall like that.
A lot of poor kids, that's why they make decisions like that, is because they don't think there is another way to make it. And then there's kids that go, all right, I'm going to join. Like, I have friends. We all have friends. Like, I'm going to join. I'm going to get my college thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out like friends. I had friends that took radar in the military.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to college for communication. And they came out and they became radar people. And they worked in you know what I mean? Like, I get, if you have a bigger plan, you're like, I'm going to go. I'm going to protect my country, but I'm going to get a fucking good education. Boom. There's people that do that. There's guys who are like, I just want to protect the country and shoot motherfuckers. There's those people. But then there's the people I don't know what I want to do. I have no choice.
Yeah, and those guys become cooks.
No, they don't. They don't become cooks. They become front of the line. Here's your gun. Get up there.
No, but the thing now with this voluntary, a lot of the volunteer army now, these people that they the best go into combat. Yeah, I mean, we're very elite now. It's not like it used to be with
we're also
you know what I mean? It's not like World War II era. It's we have special ops people, these highly intelligent. We don't send bumbling Southern guy who doesn't want to be there into the woods.
We will though.
If we're in a big war, which
I mean, I'm just my point, but I'm saying is if you don't know how it feels, I don't know how it feels that the only way you have out is to join the military for 4 years, and God knows once you join, maybe I am making potatoes, but maybe I'm carrying a gun in fucking North Korea fighting somebody. I mean, maybe that's happening, or maybe I'm just making fucking potatoes. One of the two can happen. But the only way of living a healthy life after 4 years is I got to put myself at that risk. That's a desperate place to be. And I think a lot of young kids, that's where they're at. I don't know if that necessarily makes you a great soldier. And way to go. You should be doing that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. But I'm telling you, since we've been out of high school, like I have friends that were in the Middle East and it's like, I'm telling you, like they send the elites to fight. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not like,
you're not getting it. I'm saying though, I don't care who they send to fight. Your only option is to put into the pool of, you may get
no, but sometimes it's a good thing for you. Like, yeah, you may not, oh, this sucks is my only option, but sometimes people find their passion that way. They go to the military. It's like, yeah, this sucks. This is my option, but it may work out. Like, wow, I'm glad I actually got something that gave me something. I like this more than I thought.
I'm not saying that all those people turn out bad or turn out like it's for them, but it is not all good. And not everyone who joins the military is like this guy who's like, whoop, stand tall. Here he comes. That's a military guy. Get the fuck out of here. I know dirtbags. When I was in my neighborhood, I know like at least fucking 10 guys who were fucking criminals who joined the military, got right in. Most of them got kicked the fuck out 6 months later because they sucked when they were on military. But they weren't. When they walked back, I wasn't like, there he is, dude. Thank you so much for serving. Like, these are fucking degenerates.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. So everyone's motive for joining the military isn't this noble cause. Some of them are very desperate for life.
Yeah.
And I understand the thing is, I understand we need a military. We 100% need everyone to join that wants to join. But there's some that really want to join. There's some that are desperate. And it doesn't, it's like there's a million cops. Not every cop is great.
Right.
Not every cop is like fucking honorable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some are shitty. Not all. Some are shitty.
Yeah.
So some military guys aren't that great. I think sometimes when you go to a pool of people who are desperate for a life, you're not always going to, I'm not saying that's the only one. I know there's probably rich kids who go in the military who are scumbags too. I just think not having a choice and feeling like you're desperate for life.
Well, that person's crazy then because there's always a choice. You know what I mean? That is a choice, and I think it's a good choice for some people to have an option, especially if you're in a bad situation that you don't know how to get out of. You know what I mean? You don't have to make that choice. You can be whatever the hell you want in this country. You don't have to go. And if you feel that way, then you have bigger problems than, you know what I mean? If you feel like it's military or bust for me. If you feel you're pressured into going there.
It's not about pressure. It's about looking at your life. You're 18 years old. You just graduated high school. You have no college. You're not really that smart. You know. I
mean, your son felt like it was something he had to do, and then he didn't.
No, he felt like he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
His whole life, he was like, I want to be in the Marines. He fucking was proud of that shit.
Yeah.
His whole reason why he even almost...
I know people that went and quit.
His whole reason for joining and actually signing the paperwork
Uh-huh.
was because... he wanted to feel, he's like, to become a Marine, you have to be very elite.
Yeah.
You don't just let anybody be Marines. Mm-hmm. And he was like, man, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be proud. That'd be something to be proud of.
Right.
So I agree. I was like, I can't argue with you there. 100%, man. I would be proud of you.
Yeah.
If you were to make it through the boot camp, become a Marine, it's fucking pretty big.
Right.
So I know he felt that, but he thought about all the other things and decided against it. But I'm talking about, like, if you live in
no, I get what you're saying.
A podunk
I get what you're saying.
Who's got, like, you can work in the factory, the fucking aluminum factory, make socks in this factory, and work on farms, priming tobacco. But that's it, man. That's really probably all you're going to max out at. And you're like, or you can just join the military for 4 years and maybe get a little something. Yeah, it might be like, you know what, man, fuck it. It sounds like a good idea. Fuck it, I'll do it. But doesn't make you an amazing soldier, and it doesn't make it a great thing.
But doesn't mean you're not going to be an amazing soldier. No. Like Carlos said, Flint, Michigan is a big recruitment area. Kids there feel like they have no other choice: become a criminal or a soldier. And it's and that's what I'm talking about.
But that sucks. That there's the two options,
right?
And
but
you're like, they got more options. They don't know it.
No, but it does suck. But I think that's a great option for them to have.
Yeah, the one option. That's one option, man.
Right, but they can't help it. That's where their parents birthed them.
Yeah, but that's
you know what I mean?
They have one option. Both can end up.
You live where you live. I mean,
I get it, but
is it better than not having that option? It's criminal or or bust.
But I'm saying to go to them and like, oh yeah, here you go, guys. This is your only option. Oh, these guys they'll be great at fucking being in the military. I'm not saying they won't turn out great soldiers, but the reason why.
That's a bigger issue then. The fact that they live in a poor area where there's no jobs or advancement.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get worse because of the internet, and nobody wants to build factories anywhere because we just get everything from overseas. But I mean, that's a bigger issue is what I'm saying. The fact that a kid in Flint, Michigan has two choices, at least he has the choice is my point.
When you were 18 years old, did you feel you only had two choices?
No, because I live in an area where there's abundance of choices.
That's not your fault either. That's not you're doing. These kids were born in an area. That's their neighborhood.
Right, but that's my point, though.
So now I can come in and go, you can either get shot on the corner selling crack or you can get shot defending your country, man.
Yeah, or move to a better city.
Yeah, and that's like, well, I would like to do that, man. I want.
But they're thinking, okay, you know what? I go to the military.
Yeah.
I'm okay, if I'm rationally thinking about historically, since, I'm probably not going to see action. You know what I mean? Right. I'm probably going to get an education. And then I can probably even move out of this area.
I'm not saying that doing that is a bad thing, but not every single one of them thinks that. Every single one of them, some of them are like, fuck, I got no choice. Let me just do it because I got no choice. That is not a good place to be. I'm sorry. It's not a good place.
Why, though?
We're giving you a choice.
Why is that not a good place to be?
I have no choice but to fucking join the military is not a good place. I'm sorry, man. It's not. It's not a good place to be.
But what other option is there then?
You don't have any other option but to fucking...
I don't understand the rationale, what you're trying to go for, though.
My point is, you don't know it because you didn't do it. So you joining the military thinking that because you have no other way out of life, you got to put yourself in maybe harm's way just to get through this? That sucks, man.
Okay, it does suck, but at least they have a way.
Now, I'm not saying that the option isn't a viable, hey, man, here's a viable option, but it sucks that that's your only option. It sucks. And the people taking that option doesn't mean inside they're like, man, whoo, thank God I have this option. They're like, fuck, I got no choice. That sucks.
Military will give kids an opportunity to see different parts of the world.
Sometimes.
See, I just don't subscribe to your thought process on this. Right. I just think... It's great that they have
to your thought process.
I just don't understand how you can't see it's great that they have the option.
I don't understand how you don't see how sometimes when you're dangling that as your only option, it's not really an option. I guess it's no choice.
So if you take it away, I don't understand.
I'm not saying take it away.
So then what do you want it to be then? That's what I don't get. Like it's some utopia where these kids have unlimited choices no matter where they live?
No. I'm saying, though, that's a pretty shitty two choices. Done. If you can't get that, then you're fucked up. If you think the military is an amazing option. If you think that's an amazing option when you don't want to do it, but you feel like you have no choice.
It's a better option than it's ever been. Because of the way the military is now. It was a shitty option back in the 40s and 50s. My dad was drafted out of Harlem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you understand the military enough to see it is a great option.
Okay.
It is. I mean, they learn a lot. You know what I mean? You get at, especially for poor people.
Well, I would say you probably neither one of us. I would say let's get a bunch of people who actually did it that can tell you. I'm sure there's great stories and I'm sure there's shitty stories.
Dude, I speak to. We have a show at the TV station called The Veterans Project where we interview soldiers constantly.
I'm sure there's
a lot of people. My grandfather he signed up for World War II because he had nothing going on.
That's what I mean. Like this, they make it tempting. They know it's tempting, and maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Like making it tempting to make it like you can get this and get that. I'm not saying that doing it is bad. I'm just saying if you take a pool of desperate people and go, hey, you can do this, not all of them are going to be fucking thrilled that they have to do that, and it sucks that your only other option is stay in the streets and die.
Right. Well,
sucks.
Yes.
And I'm not saying, well, the parents live there, and I get all of that, and that's a lot of bigger picture stuff. I'm just saying for those kids who are 18 years old who are graduating high school, like that is my only two options: is die on the front lines, maybe, or die in the streets, maybe. I don't have another way out. I have another way out, and that. I don't know that, and you don't know that.
What don't I know?
Huh?
What don't I know?
Those two choices, only having those two choices.
No, but I'm saying, I think it's great that they have the choice.
They have a choice but it's still on the big scale of things.
I think it's a great choice.
It's for as a scared individual.
I think it's a better choice for them than going into $30,000 to $40,000 in debt going to a college. I'm just saying.
You should be a recruiter. That is insane.
What?
That is insane to. Oh my God. To think like my nephew joined the military. Just he didn't get.
No, because you're also assuming that these people are educated enough to have other options.
No, I'm not assuming.
You know what
anything.
I mean? Like these inner city kids maybe don't have the education, and they're going to get this education, these life skills from the military.
I'm not saying there's not benefits. I'm saying,
like Lonnie says, what's the better choice?
There is no other choice.
But that's why your argument holds no water, because you're not offering a better choice to say this sucks.
Oh, no, hold on. I didn't say that we're going to stop. They should stop doing that and go somewhere. I didn't say that. I said if you want to know why the pool of fucking military people aren't always top notch, is because you're going to kids who really are doing it just because they're so desperate with life.
I think
you're like, well, that's a good thing. Like,
no, I think they are top notch. We don't have a lot of problems with military people. I think we give a lot of kids lives.
Yeah. There is great stories, but there's a lot of bad stories too.
I don't hear those stories.
Of course, no. Of course, nobody hears the bad stuff.
Right, but there's bad stories with everything. There's bad college stories.
I just think it's a shit option. I think it's a shitty option.
There's suburban kids that go to college and drunkenly fall off a roof at a frat party, or get raped. You know what I mean? There's bad shit happens everywhere to people. You know what I mean? They made that choice. I'm going to go to college. It's safe, and then their boyfriend chokes them out.
I don't know if anybody goes to school because they're safer. It's because they had a different thought. I want to do this. Is what I want to do. And when you're born in a neighborhood that you don't, the choices don't seem very limited. No one in your neighborhood's really killing it out there. You're like, oh, I guess this is the way out. And it's a viable way out, and it can give you some great life lessons. You might even get a good education. You might get a great job. You might love it. You might hate it. This is an option. Oh yeah, it's way better than the other option, staying in your neighborhood and getting killed. It just sucks. That's your only two options. And
that's a whole different. That's not even
some of the people.
Then your issue is not even military based. It's economics.
I had nothing with the military. You're making it a military. I'm saying that the kids who join, not always are going to be fucking. That was the point. There's going to be people who really want to be in the military, and there's people who just have to do it. And those two people are different.
Right.
These people who just have to do it may find their way and become people who love it. I'm sure, I bet you there's a million stories of guys who felt desperate and then became lifers. 20 years, retired, did everything you were supposed to do in the military and became like top-notch guys. They felt like they did join for the desperate reasons, turned out to be amazing. I know those stories are there as well. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's many different people who join the military. There's the gung-ho fucking kid. There's a kid who's like, I don't really, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I mean?
That's everything.
Wow. You're not getting it. Military is not the same as going to college and maybe I puke in the fuck. Military is, yes, you probably might not see fucking action, but you might.
Right.
Okay, like I was saying, my nephew just joined, and he had to get discharged because he had a medical problem. He's got to fix the medical problem, then he's going to go back in. He was getting deployed to Djibouti, right? Africa.
But what about the kid? Okay, go ahead.
Djibouti, Africa, where there is like a hub for terrorism. So they're putting kids. You have to go there, and they're setting up camps. And they're trying to, I guess, kill this fucking flow, or that's going there. If you read about it, they're saying that area, Djibouti, is probably where World War III will start. That's how bad that area is.
Okay.
So he's going to be put there. There was no, maybe. He joined, signed a paper. This is where you're going. And after you get out of boot camp, you're going to be in Jersey for 6 months, and you're going there for a year. That's not even a question. So he joined with all these high hopes of doing stuff, and he's going right into the front lines. That's it. And he's a fucking reservist. He's going right in the front lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not as rare as you might want to put it, right? But it is a scary thing for a kid to say, I'm going to join, and I might go to the front lines. I just might go to the front lines.
It's a scary of course it is.
And some people will take that thing and be like, I'm proud. I want to do that. There's those guys in the military, and then there's other guys like, I don't want to do this at all, but I have no choice. And I'm not saying that this isn't a good choice. I'm just saying it sucks that they have to do this and put themselves in front of harm's way because they have no choice. That sucks.
I mean, the way I understand the military now, if you're young and you join the military and you're in there and you say like, I do not want to fight on the front lines. Now, unless we're in some all-out war where it's all hands on deck, they ain't putting you there. Well, they want the guy. You could be. Oh, I want to be a cook. I want to be this. They're not going to force you there. They're not sending people out there that don't want to be there. This isn't how it used to be. It's
all right.
I'm just telling you what people tell me.
I'm telling you what my nephew, who just isn't in.
So your nephew doesn't want to be there, and he's expressed that to them, but he's there on the front lines.
He signed the papers. He was going to do. I forget what job he was going to do. He was going to do this job. That was the first thing he was supposed to be doing. That's what the recruiter had been telling him he's going to be doing. Yeah. As soon as everything went through, that job
gone.
Not doing that job.
Yeah.
What you are doing is you're going to Djibouti for a year.
Okay.
Okay. That's what he experienced. Does everyone have their own experience? I'm sure it's not great. I'm not saying that the fucking life's. I'm just saying that there's many people who join the military for many different reasons.
Right.
And the kid who just joins it because he's purely desperate, I don't think is. Can he turn out great? It just would suck to be that kid.
What's this? Ann Tassilo Ryan says, my friend had to do it. Otherwise, he'd been locked up with his first year out of high school, which he did graduate, but now he loves it. He is traveling the world, is considering re-enlisting when his time is up. Those are the people I'm talking. Like, you never know. You never know who is going to work out. It sucks that these kids are born in a bad area. They have to make a choice that we didn't have to make. But like I say, my feeling still holds up to me that I'd rather have that kid like Ann's friend had that choice than to not have the choice.
All right. I don't know where you heard and you're wanting to make your point that I said that choice shouldn't be there. Never said that. I've been saying it since the beginning that there's different people who want to join. And some people join just because they feel like there is no choice. And that person I feel bad for. Yes, he had a choice. Thank God he had a choice. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that his heart really is in it. It's like when my father wanted me to be a cop. My father's like, you can join the military, be a cop. And I'm like, dude, my heart's not in that. I don't want to be a cop. He's like, oh, you can make $100,000 a year. That's not why you be a cop. Because you can make $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I didn't want to be a cop. And I'm glad because I would have been in jail. Because I'm a fucking degenerate. I would have never been a good cop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I did it just because of the money, I would have been fucked. But I knew that better. I knew better then. I'm like, no. You got to want it for more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think for the military, I think it behooves you better to want a little more out of the experience than just money and schooling. I think
or direction. Like I have friends that went to the military and hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. Got out, did their time, but like having the military on their resume bumps them up to getting other jobs. Yep. It benefited them.
Right.
Very much like Ann. Like some of these guys were like on the wrong path and then just woke them up. Just gave them a mental wake-up call. Yep. You know what I mean? And there's ones that went and dropped out and they're just the dirt bags that they were before they went in.
Right.
Because the military was like, we don't need you.
Right.
You can go. If you don't really want this.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll sign your papers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that was my neighborhood.
My neighborhood was
it does.
I agree with you. It sucks to have that choice. It does. But I feel grateful for them even if they don't, that they have a choice. That the government offers them a choice to pull themselves out from a situation they were born into.
But I also think, I'm glad too, but I also think that we all feel that, we feel it, that they exploit that.
Oh, they do. They definitely exploit
because they're like,
it.
You ain't got nothing going on, kid.
Right, because it's easier to recruit there than coming into a suburban town where kids have options.
I think, and that's kind of what I was getting. I know that it's going to happen. I think that's the shitty part. It's like going to detox and going, hey, guys, I know you guys are all trying to get off crack, but let me tell you something with the crack I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the people going to smoke.
Well, it's the same thing why, like, the religious people that knock on doors to try and recruit you go to areas
Right.
Probably a little bit more poor.
Yeah, a little
be like,
more.
a little more desperation, looking for something.
Right.
So this is people that we feel need it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can recruit here.
Right.
You even any sales or anything, you're going to go where you feel you're going to get the most.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like my brother sells hunting and fishing equipment. You know, when it's fishing season, he ain't out in the middle of the country.
Right.
I mean, he could be if there's a lot of lakes around, but if there ain't no lakes around, it's like, well, I'm not going to try and sell. I think cops make out with a lot of broads.
That's again not a good enough reason.
Mike got a cop outfit.
No.
Julie's looking for a cop.
Yeah, they probably do. It's not a good enough
Let's
reason.
see, Mike, you were right, but you will have the opportunity to do better. You could become a mall cop as well. Not born in a bad area, we just hung out with the wrong crowd. Yeah. I think we feel the same way. We're just caught up a little bit. It sucks, but I don't know. I would hate these kids to not have an option.
But the whole reason why I haven't said it is because you know how everyone paints like people who join the military as these guys who are just so patriotic. And that's what I fucking want. You were talking about the kids in your neighborhood, like you remember like wearing fatigues. Like that's how my son was. He wanted to be a Marine.
Yeah.
It wasn't about money. You know what I mean? It was about want to be a Marine. So that was those guys. And I think we all paint the military people like that's who they are, but that's not what makes up the military.
Yeah.
Most of the people aren't, motherfucker. A lot of them are, I got no choice here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was my point. My point is not that it's going to end and not to stop soliciting the poor people and don't give them an option. That wasn't what I was saying at all. I was just saying that those are what fills the military more. Right. Don't try to sell it on this. These guys are fucking awesome, gung-ho guys. It's not.
Jim Reeder just joined the in the chat, and he's actually a military guy. Wish you would have heard earlier about
Jim, listen to the earlier part of the podcast,
and then come back
and give us some feedback.
Yeah, no, he's like a Air Force. He flies airplanes and shit. He's like serious,
like a man.
Yeah, he was like a TV guy, and then I worked with him for like a year or so, and then I'm going to the Air Force, and he's got the fucking Maverick jacket on.
Yeah,
shit.
that's a man.
Badass.
That's
fucking
a dude.
Shades, mustache, and shit.
He's fucking Goose.
Yeah, he's Goose. Yeah.
But
Maverick.
that is great. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like my father grew up poor in Jersey City. Uh-huh. And then he went to college. But then the Vietnam War came and he became in the Army, and he became a dog trainer in the Army. You know what I'm saying? Like for the military cops in the Army, became a military cop, and then when he left, joined the police force.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was something he enjoyed doing. So there's a lot of guys in the Army who love doing what they're doing and love serving. You know what I mean? There's a lot.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any. I'm sure there's some sort of military statistics about like people. I don't know, like that it helped out, like the unfortunate kids that it helped out.
I'm sure it
as
helped
opposed,
out a lot.
Yeah, like more than.
I'm sure it helped out a lot. It's a bad part that like that's where you get your fucking pool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And those kids aren't all gung ho to join that fucking service, but they got no choice.
I know,
and that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go to CVS, and there's a miserable lady at the fucking register. Miserable, hates everything about her job. Just fucking hates it. She has to feed her family, so she's doing it. So we all know that that's the way life is. Got to feed your family.
Yeah.
Got to pay bills. So this is the way you do it. And so we're all not going to be like, oh, poor CVS lady. But when they do the CVS fucking store meeting and everybody's like, CVS, like all the fucking major fucking management. Like when I used to work at Home Depot, we used to have like these store meetings, right?
Yeah.
And you have the bottom of the rung guys who are like the 8 and skaters, I like to call them. Just come and do their 8 hours and get the fuck out. They care less if Home Depot burnt down tomorrow.
Right.
They just put 8 in. Then there's the middle management guys like me who were hoping to get upper management.
Okay.
So we kind of like the job. We can rah-rah for Home Depot. Then there's the upper guys who were fucking up there living it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we would have a store meeting, and they would gather us all around. If 50% of the people were fucking... if 50% of the people there were the 8 and skates, they'd be like, everybody give us... At the end of the meeting, we have to say, give us an H, give us an O.
Right.
And spell out Home Depot. The 8 and skates, I'm like, this is the fucking dumbest shit ever.
Right.
The middle... management, we were embarrassed to do it because we knew the 8 and skates were looking at us like, stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we did it. The upper guys, they were like, hey, because they're making
you're gonna get that in everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're really into it. It's the 8 and skate guys who care less. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I just it's because they have to do it. And they fucking hate it that they have to do it.
Yeah, I want to see what Jim said. He probably heard it. For the most part, we all enjoy doing what we do, but most junior enlisted are able to get a degree and cite that as a reason they join. But it's just a microcosm of society. You get all types.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but Mike said it sucks that some poor people have to have that choice.
That only
have that choice, and my take is I feel it's great that they have a choice, that the military's there for a choice to help. It's like one of the it sucks because it's like war and killing and stuff like that, but it's like. It's probably one of the best programs the government has to lift poor people out from from their unfortunate life they were born into. It's probably the best government program for that, where you'll actually get skills and you know what I mean. Yeah, there's a big risk that comes with it, but you know what I mean. But
that's the part I say.
You're afraid of the risk.
That's my point.
Risk sucks, but it's like if you think about it on a level.
The risk,
where it's like
the risk hurt, is what to me it's just like you're, and I'm not saying this is 100% true for everybody who joins.
Yeah,
I'm saying some of the guys, it's like you're dangling, like keys to a shitty a shitty car. It's like I need a car.
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta walk through that minefield.
Yeah.
Because you said there's a car keys over there for me. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's just that sucks that as a government we're like, hey, look at us. We're giving these people opportunity over here. Am I right? And you're like, yeah. But my friend's leg blew off. Yeah, but I gave you the opportunity to be grateful. I'm not that grateful. I'm grateful that I had an opportunity, but it sucks that this was the only opportunity. And it's not the government's fault, and it's not our fault that they only have that opportunity, and it's not their fault that they only have that opportunity. It's not nobody's fault. It's the part of life. It's circumstances. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean?
Yep. The shitty thing is people who serve got to war and get out after 6 years with no benefits, no retirement, nothing. That's pretty awful. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's not going to be in the pitch at the fucking.
Yeah, that's not going to be in the pitch. Wow, I didn't even know that. I thought you at least get benefits.
No benefits.
Like VA stuff.
I think once you maybe hit a certain age, or if you have yes, my father didn't have benefits. He didn't have benefits. Only thing he got when he died was $5,000 for his burial. That was it.
Yeah. The vast majority of people who don't want to go to war don't. I did say that because I remember the Veterans Project TV show I worked on where, the guy's like, if you don't want to, you're not. We don't want you. We don't the guy basically says we don't want half-assed guys.
Right. On the front line. Yeah.
On the front line. You know what I mean? That. We don't need that. We need the best guys. You got to do 20 years or be in a named war.
Like one of these little skirmishes you're involved in don't count.
Right. Wow. That's...
Like Afghanistan, I guess that doesn't count because it's not really a named war. You got Desert Storm. What was the other one? Desert Storm and Desert...
Yeah, we definitely don't... I mean, that's historically don't treat our military great after they come home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
no, that's not even a debate.
Yeah. Just to get benefits. It's like, wow, I have to go to war.
Or be in the service for 20 years.
A named war.
No, it's got to be.
Are these motherfuckers going to name this war, man? I need...
you start naming it?
You're out there and be like, hey, we got to get some good names for this. I'll come name
I was the front lines of Javier.
And that's just how the government will work, though. It's like, no, we're not going to name this war because we don't want to pay.
Yeah.
It's like, you could picture them being that fucked up. But that's the suits.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure any of the top military brass, military guys,
most of them,
would be like, these guys need benefits.
Like Afghanistan.
Nothing since Korea has been a named war.
Oh, yeah, because Vietnam wasn't a war. It was a...
Scuzzballs. But that's...
What was it called? It was a
military... a police operation or something?
Something like that, right?
See, that's how... But that's the fucking suits. That's the suits. That's garbage. That's,
so Desert Storm and Desert...
No, he said nothing since
Wow.
Korea. Korea! Oh, my God.
I thought Desert Storm was unnamed war.
Korea's a long time ago, bro. We're trying to get Korean vets on our Veterans Project show because they're dying off, man.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
See, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up. You think about all the things we've done since then.
To not...
How many servicemen
at least
have died?
Benefits.
How many servicemen and women have died?
Contingency operations, they call them.
Wow. Think of how many servicemen and women died since the Korean War who have been deployed. And they get jack shit. They don't get acknowledged. I mean, they died, but they don't get acknowledged as being in a real war.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Jim, I hope you're okay making these comments publicly on a...
Yeah, it's not really a big deal, right? It's not saying it's...
No, he's not saying anything, yeah. Jim, you still flying airplanes? It was just so cool because I remember him... Like, your friend of yours is like, I'm going to the Air Force. So you're like, all right. Then when you see the outfit, you're like the fucking Air Force, man. Like, you think you're going to see him, like, with the directing an airplane. And I'm like, this motherfucker's got the helmet on.
Beats by Dre on his head. No.
Yeah, no. He's like an actual, like, military airplane. I was like, this is cool.
Oh, I got to go soon.
Yeah. You getting out soon? Cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, it was just pretty cool when I first saw his outfit. Like, because when we met, I don't think it was like Facebook was like a big thing. And then we found each other like since then.
Right.
In the military, I'm like, get the fuck, Jim's fucking flying airplanes. It's crazy, crazy. From a TV guy,
right?
Like he was doing what I was doing,
right.
Little camera work. You're like, man, I knew he was smart, but shit,
wow,
airplane smart.
I know he can't do anything here, but like, did he do any missions? Like. Wow, that's cool shit.
That's cool shit, man.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna, maybe be like, Maverick, or if I can be guaranteed to be Goose. Well, Goose dies.
Me and you don't like to be passengers in commercial liners going to Florida. No, we're paranoid.
We're going down.
We're like, oh my god, this is it. This is it. I can't believe this is it. I can't have peanuts now. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna throw up. I don't think this guy's ready for war. I don't think
we
he's ready.
definitely wouldn't make it.
But yeah, we got to wrap this up. We have things to do.
Dude, we would never make it.
Oh,
never. Like I don't even have skills.
No. Dude, I stopped. I didn't rake my leaves today. It was too cold. I was like, I'll go tomorrow. That's how I know I'll make it in the military.
It's gonna get warmer. Fucking winter started.
No, it was a lot of breeze today. It was wind chill.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying.
Yeah, like, I don't even like. I don't know. You just see like any of these movies where there's an Armageddon and people pull their shit together, and they just get things done. It's never happening.
Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic job, and the benefits are good, just not as lasting as they could be. But I got my master's, and I got to do a lot of cool places.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Jim. It's good to see your friends succeed.
Absolutely.
But thanks everybody who joined in the chat this week.
I went everywhere. I was in Walk. Like
you were in what?
Walk Hill, New
Walk
York
Hill?
and stuff. I was there.
Oh yeah.
I was Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, we travel.
With fucking world
Me and Mike
travelers.
perform at a lot of the best firehouses
up and down the East Coast.
Up and down the East Coast. Your fire department, we help them raise money, so we're kind of heroes.
Peekskill, heard of it?
Yeah. But yeah, we're wrapping up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please subscribe to the audio podcast to download us and listen to us weekly on your travels. Go to joefernandez.net to see where I'll be performing. Go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see where he's performing.
This Friday night, I'll be at Newton, the Newtown Theater.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. This Saturday night in Newtown Theater with me and Sean Donnelly co-headlining. So it'll be a good show if you're around. It's not that far from here. Come hang.
Yes, definitely go see Mike. That's a beautiful theater.
It's awesome.
Two headliners. You can't go wrong. It's affordable, too. It's not like a big price ticket. So anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for downloading. You've been listening to, I have to get my button ready, On Our Heads.